Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Young here and welcome to a Batman Arkham Knight news update. As part of Game Informer's coverage of Arkham Knight for the month of March, the outlet released a video interview featuring some of the developers discussing the game's story. I'm gonna skip their discussion on the basic plot since all that information is in my previous videos. Instead, I'm gonna relay details of specific story elements discussed in the interview. One of the first new facts they confirmed was that, like previous games, Arkham Knight occurs in the course of just one night, so don't expect to see a daylit Gotham City. After all, Batman does only operate at night. In that one night, which takes place around a year after the events of Arkham City, villains will unite forces for the first time to take down the one entity that has stood in their way all these years, and their grand scheme begins with Scarecrow's bomb threat that forces a city-wide evacuation. Their new alliance can definitely be attributed to Joker's downfall, since he was more of a disruptive force than anything else that even pitted villains against each other, giving Batman a bit of an edge. But with the Joker now gone, with that disruptive force no longer present, villains can have some semblance of harmony and unity. But the developers clarified in the interview that while each of the villains are working together towards the same goal of taking down the Batman, each still have their own reasons, motivations, agenda, and methodologies. Joker's downfall may have united these villains more than ever, but there's definitely some gray areas within this alliance. Speaking of the Joker, due to fan speculation and fears, the infamous villain was a major topic of conversation in the interview. Before I continue, here's a spoiler warning for those who haven't played Arkham City. Still with me? Alright, let's move on. As I was saying, because of fan speculation and fears, Game Informer's interview managed to touch upon the topic of the Joker. The biggest fear amongst fans is the prospect of Rocksteady bringing Joker back from the dead in Arkham Knight, or pulling the "he was never dead to begin with" card, thereby ruining Arkham City's powerful conclusion. And the introduction of Batman's new archvillain, the Arkham Knight, only added to the unease, as there are some theories out there that the Joker may somehow be involved with the Arkham Knight's secret identity. Those who've played through Arkham Origins would probably understand why some fans would assume something so seemingly outrageous. An equally crazy speculation is that the Arkham Knight is the Joker's son, since Arkham City hinted at Harley Quinn being pregnant. Fortunately, the developers tackled this issue head-on early in the interview. They confirmed bluntly in the interview that the Joker is dead, like dead, while his legacy, downfall, and fallout will unquestionably influence Arkham Knight's story. Rocksteady assured fans that they will not pull any cheap shots with a matter as serious as the Joker's death, and will not risk ruining a great ending to a great game. The Joker is dead, period. They even took the discussion a step further and addressed Harley Quinn's hinted pregnancy in Arkham City. The developers confirmed that Harley Quinn was never pregnant, and that what was shown in Arkham City was a phantom pregnancy, a placebo effect of sorts, from Harley Quinn having such a strong desire to be impregnated by the Joker. So no folks, the Arkham Knight is not the Joker's son. The final topic of conversation revolved around the personal aspects of the story. The developer stated in the interview that they wanted to explore what goes on behind the cowl, explore Batman's relationship with characters like Gordon and Oracle, and challenge these relationships throughout the game. Batman won't just be tested physically, but also personally and mentally and emotionally, and we will see how this will have an effect on Batman's psyche. To put it plain and simple, Rocksteady is aiming to create the most personal and emotional story yet. Before the interview concluded, they did talk a bit about the Arkham Knight himself, although next to nothing was revealed about him apart from the fact that he is an all-new archvillain, and the interview did briefly touch upon the developers' feelings towards the ending of Arkham Knight, to which developers responded that the ending is awesome, bold, and that they are confident that people will be both excited and satisfied by it. And that concludes this news update, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to let our nation know in the comments below your thoughts about some of these new story details, and to be further updated on Batman Arkham Knight, be sure to join the nation and subscribe to Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much, and Young out!